something that I learned last night when I was laying in bed, I was looking at Beachbody Champions, and I was like, one thing that I'm not particularly great on is taking time to like train myself every day, like in a training of something, like like whatever it is that I need. Like, back in the day when I first started, it was, um, how to stay consistent, and learn a training video on that for working or whatever it was that I needed for the week. And then I was reading one of these videos, and what I'm going to do this week, and I'm going to try it and see how it works for my business, is obviously I'm doing the business act, I'm doing all the paperwork. But what I'm doing is I'm getting on Google Docs. And one girl said on Beachbody Champions, I was like, you know what? That's a great freaking idea. She was like, you have to think of your focus of the whole entire week. And so she's a 5-star diamond. And she was like, you know what? Focus on your theme for the week. So I was like, that's a great idea. I love that. And so even though we have like themes like, motivation, transformation, but then there should be a theme to it. Like, is it all geared towards coaching? Is it all geared towards challenge groups? Is it geared towards something that you are personally going through that you want to walk through, but also share at the same time? And I was like, that's really cool. So I started thinking about that, and I was like, all right. So I got on Google Docs and I just wrote focus of the week. And then I wrote last night, I was like, you know what? I really need to talk about Transformation 20. I need to talk about like what happens when you go all in. Because I know from when I went all in with 80-Day Obsession, for me, I know that it changed everything for me. Like not even just my business, but just everything in general. So this week, I want to like do like these soft little dips of, what it's like to go all in, like what it's like to go all in, and kind of share them on that journey of me starting now, going all in on Transformation 20. So like right now, I'm in like this massive prep mode. And so that's going to help me hold my accountability for myself. So I'm really just sharing what I'm doing, right? So I'm not really thinking so much for them. I'm thinking what I need to do, but also to being strategic, of what I am sharing and what people can have if they decide they ever want to like, get curious about it. So I wrote focus of the week, and then I wrote that I had 2 team calls. So I knew I had the team call on Monday at, 8:30 p.m. And then I wrote just like certain words that I wanted to make sure I used in my pages. Like, I know I watched a video with Kim Fitzpatrick's, and she talked about, if you want people to join you, you have to think about the people who you want to join. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't want handholders. I don't want people that I have to keep asking, did they do stuff? Because that's not what I want to do. It's not the people who I want to create. And whether it's in the business or, just in general. So I have to make sure that I am putting out there what I want for myself and what I want for people to come in. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting because like Nicole Hubbard, who actually just put in her cancellation for her coaching thing last night, which was hilarious. I can now see why she joined my group, because I was putting like my negative story out there, but maybe I wasn't putting enough positive spin on it. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I don't want to attract that kind of a person.
Yeah.
I want to attract a kind of person who is like me. And who's like me is like you. We have a story. We have these crazy ass things that have happened to us, but we're not letting it get us like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I have to be and then the benefit of that is that I know that I'm still taking care of myself. And I'm much more relaxed this month because I'm really leaning in that it has only to do with me, but I'm sharing it for them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's kind
Yeah.
of like that aspect that I'm going after, and it's making it much more fun, much more enjoyable, and I'm feeling more grounded than I have in the past. And it's funny because I would base certain things off of, certain likes or certain comments or whatever, you know what I mean? And then I started thinking of like my bar tea days with daycare. And I remember I was running this center for 10 years, and there were spouts where I had shitty people that I worked with, and then I had then I had great people who I worked with. But what I noticed, and I'm going to talk about this, is that when I had those shitty people that worked for me at Bar T, I wasn't getting the tribe organized enough, if that makes sense. So what I did was I remember I started having more of a happier attitude. I was definitely doing this ritual at night before I went to bed. Didn't even realize it was like something that I could do now. Just like saying affirmations, like what we do now, you know what I mean? But I was really doing it like religiously every night. And then I remember I was having like this rock star team at Bar T. And what was so cool was that it was allowing me to get our center organized. So there's like a lot of things like how to get organized, like files and stuff like that. And so I was able to like work on that for like 3 months. And then we had this like great flow, and I was hanging out more with the kids and not having to do as much stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, this is totally the same exact thing. So it was kind of like this weird aha moment that I had last night. So what I did was this week I'm going to get on Google Docs, and I'm going to write out what my one focus of the whole entire week is. Maybe the whole entire focus for you is challenge groups or coaching, or maybe you do want to do a back and forth type thing like I've taught you guys before. But as long as it's working for you, it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're doing it. That's really all that matters. So whether you do it my way or you get an idea from my way and spin it off your way, the byproduct of that is that you're learning to do something your way and not double guessing, well, are they going to like it? Because I think that's part of my problem. Part of my problem is, well, are they going to like it? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? And it's teaching me, I've always been like that. But what it's teaching me is that I don't have to really like I can let go of that. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm already prepping my 2 posts, and I'm going to talk about just certain things. And I'm just really writing from my heart. And it's funny. The 2 posts that I did yesterday on my Facebook page, those were on the fly, seat of my pants. And I got the most likes. And so what that keeps telling me is that just write from the seat of your pants and don't overthink.
Yeah.
So it keeps teaching me that same freaking thing. And I can tell if you scroll my page, the posts that have the least amount of likes, I guarantee you I tried too hard. I swear to God, it's crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this teaching me? I'm like, stop trying. Like, just do it. People will like you for who you are. And that's something I'm still leaning into. And I like that because I want to feel that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at this week. And it's been refreshing. But then also, too, I took my business activity tracker this week, and this is something new. I'm just trying. And I marked down already all the things that I want to accomplish. So, for example, like I want to start 15 new conversations every single day. I'm going to put a slash next to that and then see what I did. Like my goal is 15. Did I get to 15? You know what I mean? Rather than just going like, I'll do 3 or 5. I need to be more direct. I need to be more like, this is what I'm doing. This is my task today. It's no different than when I go to work and I know what I have to do. Like I get my little sheet of paper and my lineup of who I'm doing. It's no different, and I have to finish it. I can't go, well, I'll do a partial highlight, even though she wants a full highlight. Like I still have to finish the job. So I'm going to take that, right? Could you imagine? So I'm really not going to do that today. I'm just going to do a partial. You're okay with that, right? And they're probably so mad at me. But that's the other thing that I realized too last night. Like I was I was so, like, I wanted to cry. I was just so tired. I wanted to just quit. Not quit, but like just be like, I'm done. But I couldn't.
You
And
looked
so,
exhausted.
yeah, and it sucked. But what I realized was I was really watching my thoughts. And I was really, and then I took a moment in the bathroom and I said, okay, well, you have to finish this. It's not like you can leave. You can't leave. You're staying. So you have to stop annoying yourself with the internal whine because it's making it worse. And stop looking at the clock and literally put your head down and finish the freaking foil. And I did that yesterday. And then I went back out and I just got it done. And then I sat in the car for like 30 minutes before I went home just to like decompress. And then I slept for 10 hours and I was like, I'm so done. I'm so tired. But I learned that if I want something, I mean, if I didn't finish that, then I didn't get paid for my family, and yes, I don't feel good, but I could take some medicine real quick. This is just me. I can take some medicine. I know I can rest all day. I knew sleep was in my future. So I was like, all right, bust it out. So I think I'm going to try that this week. I don't know if that's something you may want to try or not, but I'm really excited to think about one thing that I need this week that I want to take them on the journey. I think that's kind of cool because that's really what we're all about. They want to know the journey. They don't want an expert going on Facebook and saying all of these things. And I think sometimes I myself and we in general get caught up in like, well, and now I'm supposed to be teaching these people and I'm supposed to be sharing and I'm supposed to be showing them all of these things. They don't care. They care more about watching you go through your transformation because that is what works.
Mhm.
And that's what makes us so unique with Beachbody. They don't want you to do that. The vital behaviors, if you watch that video, and it was like, just work on you and share it. And it's funny because they drill it into us all the time, but we all miss the boat because we go to that default. So I think that's going to be my focus this week. I think that's what I'm going to teach people this week is to run your own race, but I'm going to share with them the journey of my whole entire week. If I had a crappy day at work, but I'm also going to share how I overcame because I don't want to produce the people that I'm going to talk to that don't care about overcoming. And that's only going to help me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think for the two sick women that showed up on this call is pretty badass, to be honest, because it speaks volume. And what's so cool is that, like, we can sit here in our pajamas and have tissue box right here and still hook up and be like, okay, I don't feel good, but I want to plan my week. I mean, I sat in my bed and had a hot cup of tea, and it was actually nice going upstairs last night and just writing and thinking. But I also love going to Pinterest and starting that one-liner. That's really helping me get the engine running on something that I want to produce. So I'm still going to be revving up Transform 20 because people had this massive opportunity to get into a test group, be part of Shaun T. It's 20-minute workouts. I still need to handle the pricing objection. Did you see my post on Instagram stories with all that shit that I saw at Harris Teeter?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this, but I was like, holy shit. I remember when acai berry was like a big hype. Do you remember when like everybody wanted to have acai berry? I don't know if you remember that. Do you? I remember,
do.
and I was part of that. I was like, I need some of that. I'm like, whoa, right?
Even Starbucks was. They were like doing all sort of like trying to like figure out how do we bring this into our stuff.
And what's crazy is, Tiff, I totally fucking forgot about that. And when I was sitting there like dazed and confused, like trying to find something to take for my body, I was like, whoa. I was like, oh my God, like 10-year flashback of like acai berry. And what's crazy was, as sick as I was in that store, I took that calculator out and I was like, how much is this shit right here? $121 for just all of those items that I showed you. And I was like, I am going to so tackle Shakeology and price objection. But here's what I'm going to do. This is my sneaky part. This is creating the curiosity post. Do it in a cup that has nothing to do with Shakeology. Because I want them to figure, I don't want them to go, oh, it's Shakeology, right? I want them to see that I do something every single day. It helps with my immune system. And then you can go to the back of your bag and take some of those ingredients. And literally, I'm going to do a post because it's true. I'm like, I don't know how people survive with the busiest time of year, probably not getting their nutrition in. But I could be like in the car holding my cup, for example. But thank God for maca root, chia seed, and blah, 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 that fight the immune system. Because it's true. This is true. And I am one of those people that don't really want to buy medicine. I am more the natural girl. Like, I will shoot saline spray like it's my job. I will. But that's my thought this week. And I was like, wow. When I saw that post, I was like, that's $121. And that's not even a month's worth of supply.
I feel like you've done that before.
I think I did too.
Calculator, but I remember I was like, is she pulling up old posts because she's sick? I'm like, that's
Sometimes I do, though, when I'm sick. I will pull up old posts. I probably did it before, just with something else. But I literally was like, oh my God, like, wow. Like, really, it's not expensive at all. And it's just not. It's just not. I think when people hear over the $100 mark, they freak out. So I'm going to handle that this week. And I'm also going to handle, like, I have all like the Transformation 20 stuff. Like, if you're doing that autumn thing or whatever, you should talk about that and walk the journey with people. And that's only going to help your accountability. Seriously.
That's why I signed up.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I need help. And if this is an option, I'm going to go for it.
Yes, and you should talk about that. You should talk about that you're having a struggle right now and be okay with that. Like, it's so cool. I just want everybody to be a coach because they'll slowly learn that you just have to put your shit out there and then you actually free yourself. It's just so cool. So that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to get on Google Docs every like Sunday night or Saturday morning, whatever, one or the other night, right? And I'm going to write focus of the week and stay laser focused on that. And then I'm going to make sure I have my team call night written down. Oh, and then the specific words. Kim was like, you have to make it sound, and it's true. I do think our group is sacred. And, you know, I will show up on the days when whatever. I'm there, right? I'm there. And I love our group. So I want people to feel like it's sacred. It's private. It's allowing you to free yourself. It's all those words, like those therapeutic words. Those are the words we need to keep saying because that's what makes it unique, you know, because it is. And then when you get more in touch with that, you start really leaning into that emotion more. So I wrote down just like a couple of words like sacred, private, encouraging, community. There's a couple, and so I just stuck with a couple of words. So I'm going to make sure I just use those words every single week. I'm keeping it real simple. And I'm going to plan my posts every night before I go to bed for the next day. So then I just copy, paste. Even if I don't have a picture right now, a picture is faster and easier to do than writing a really rich organic post that needs a little love. I think that's my plan of attack this week. So I wanted to share that because I was like, that's cool. And then I do take one day, and it's going to be today, to play catch up on everything, like old messages that I haven't gotten back to, text messages, whatever. But I am scheduling every day this week a training. And the top coaches have all said, if you don't just try to, even if it's a 10-minute, whatever minute, right? If you can do whatever, do whatever.
Do you see this?
Why does he do that? I like that plan.
What the fudge, man? It's so annoying. Sorry, not trying to.
I like your lights too. Those are cute.
My phone's on my tripod. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, whoa. Did you get a tripod?
I'm stepping up my game. I haven't set up the remote yet, but
I'm so proud of you.
my light is on its way. And what else? I don't know. I'm watching all sorts of videos right
Good
now.
for you. What else are you doing? Tell me what else you're doing. I want to hear about you.
I liked the video last night because it's reinforcing what I'm already figuring out, which is it's a crock pot business and not a microwave.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah. Because I feel like that is what I keep, one of the people that I follow is Emily Faber. I really like her. And she's pregnant right now, and so I've been following her whole pregnancy journey. But she made a post the other day, and somebody, it was one of those ask me a question, and she started in 2014. And so she was listing out what her monthly income was from 2014 to 2018. It took her 4 years to really make some money. It went from, I don't know, $100 in June 2014 to $27,000 in June of 2018.
That's crazy.
That's 4 years, right? So it's okay, it takes time.
Yeah.
And to not give up and to just keep doing it.
Yeah.
So
she was at Summit last year and she wasn't pregnant. And we were all bawling because she was sharing the story of how she could not get pregnant. Oh my God, we were all in tears. And she said that in front of 400,000 people. And then she was she's like, the moment you decide to not give up on this business and keep going, no matter what, she was like, it will happen. She's like, the problem is people quit. The problem is people give up. And they give up on themselves and they see this as such a waste. And I'm like, I don't see it as a waste at all. I completely see benefit. I completely see why. I completely know that even if I didn't make a dime, I would still do it because it makes me a better person. I love logging in to talk with you, and I love planning my week. I'm more organized as a human spirit, just in general. And I want to do big things in my community. And that's the cool thing about our team. It's you are not in Maryland, but you can take our team and create Team Epic Journey in your little hometown. There's no reason why. I can see you having a party at your house with your tribe of people next year. I can see that. You're going to have your own little Christmas dinner, Christmas get together, playing a party, having a game, and you started it and you were one. And you're going to look back and go, yeah, I was one person. And I remember the days that nobody came, nobody showed. But that's where you learn so much. That's where you turn it into, okay, well, if no one's here, I'll do a training video. And before I'd be I'm a failure. I suck. You know what I mean? I don't do that anymore. And I love that. And it's because of what we're doing in our community. And I just think it's just so great. And we're going to have more coaches come on here soon. And as soon as you guys get this ball rolling and you start getting that momentum, I mean, oh my God, you guys, once these paychecks start coming in for you, you're going to be like, okay, now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. So maybe my goal for the week is just to get one person signed up, make it small, make it obtainable, but don't quit on it. Don't, that's what I always tell people. Even though it's the 16th of the month and maybe you didn't hit your goal just yet, still keep the 15th your goal, but it doesn't mean quit. It doesn't mean quit. Get somebody to come and try or whatever. And I always tell even if they don't get a challenge pack, help somebody with something, help somebody. I mean, challenge pack would be great, but just help somebody. That's it. It just, and then bring them into the community, let them see, it's it will create FOMO anyways. And then if they're in the group anyways, they're going to be like, especially let's say somebody just wanted to get Beachbody on demand with you. You should still enter them into the group because they're going to need you. And then you can work with them. And then they're going to see other things like Shakeology. They're going to see Energize. They're going to see it for themselves. And then that's when other things will happen. But just bringing them in is really what matters most. You know, bringing them in and let them start that process because they just don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it's just like a different shift. Just help. Like I have this board, and I want to help 10 people every single month. And now my mentality is, I don't care how I help them. I just want to help 10 people. Whether it's they got Energized, whether they got a challenge pack, whether they got a cookbook, whether they got whatever. Like that should be your goal. Who did I serve? How did I serve them? And that's what I look at my board every single month. And I'm like, no, I'm going to make sure those spots are filled because then I helped people. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel a lot more relaxed, you know?
It's terrible.
So I think that's the way we should go this week. So whatever you're struggling this week, maybe sickness, obviously, you can talk about that. You know, you can talk about how, you know, you drink your superfoods every day, thank God, or whatever you're doing, you just talk about that. Don't think about what you're going to talk about. Talk what you're going to talk about. But what I love, and I really think this is true, your posts are really an important aspect. And I will like your like page, by the way. I'm so excited.
Is that, did I do it right?
Yes. And all you do, listen, I literally copy and paste my same post that I do on my regular page onto my like page. I might add, I do about 4 posts in there and you can schedule them, which is great. So I do like you know, I do like a Pinterest thing or a recipe. Sometimes I copy and paste Danielle's things. I always tell her I'm copy and pasting your recipes and putting them on my like page. But, you know, whatever. One thing that I am doing though too, Tiff, and I think if you can, I encourage you to make this either something you can start doing this week or get yourself to go there, go live in your Facebook page once a week. I know, makes me nervous too, but what happens is Facebook is now notifying people, like they see you as a storyteller. And I got this badge the other day that Facebook notified me as a great storyteller.
Oh.
I was like, well, thank you. So now there's this badge on my profile, and I think I have to read into it, but I think it's making me go out further.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay.
That's why we keep doing all the value. So think of those value posts. But like my live post, I'm either just going to share a recipe or I'm going to share just a tip, like a wellness tip that I'm doing, and I'm just going to sit in my casual, like I'm just going to, find in your home where you're very comfortable talking. And that's where I would do your live post. Like for me, I'm comfortable in my kitchen and I'm comfortable right here in this desk. Mm-hmm. So find where you're comfortable at and then just talk, and literally just talk how you and I are talking, like nothing more, nothing less. And whatever you, and honestly, I wouldn't think about it. I would share from your heart, and that's it. That's all. Yeah. And just be an inspiration. People respect you more for that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I picked Wednesdays as my live date. So I'm going to do Wednesdays. I don't know what I'm going to say for Wednesday. It'll come. I'm going to map it out. But I'm going to make sure I'm inviting for sure. I'm going to stick with that one thing that I'm going to do for the weekend, take them on the journey. And I'm really just going to take them on the journey of me prepping for Transformation 20. Because I got to do it anyways. So it's just going to help me. And I'm going to show them. And what that's going to show them is, even though there's a crazy holiday time and even though I don't feel good, I'm still making the time to learn about my recipes, to go into my private test group and listen to Shaun T. Like, I'm going to show all of what I'm doing because that's all I need to do. And I'm going to really listen to what these Beachbody people are saying. They are telling, all I'm hearing is stop trying, just show. Stop trying, just show. So I'm going to do that because they're experts. They know it. They've been doing the research. Why would I keep trying?
Yeah.
So that's going to be what I'm going to do.
Cool.
That's my plan. I welcome you to join in on me with that because I think it'll be a good for both of us. You know what I mean?
I'm glad that I did the like page, right? Because it
Yes.
sort of popped up when I changed my Instagram to a business. So I did that too. So when I changed my Instagram to a business, it automatically like created a like page.
Yep. And you can, and your stories can go into your fitness like page, which is cool. Yeah. So there's a little feature there too. So play with that a little bit. But I wouldn't make your posts. There's a way too that you can make like your posts on Instagram go into your fitness page. I don't do that because sometimes I use those for later backups like another day. So
yeah,
it's up to you how you want to do it, but you just fiddle around with it, play with it. You know what I mean? Like just have fun. So that's what I would do. And then you can start inviting in there. So you can go in there, you can invite your friends. So start inviting your friends to like them. And I would hit that invite button on your like page more at nighttime. Because that's when moms and girls are sitting down more. Not so much during the day, you know?
Yeah.
So I would do it more like either early in the morning or after dinner time.
Okay.
Because that's when people will really like get in on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sound so great. I sound like a smoker.
Oh my gosh. I did one of those voice clips on Messenger the other day to my friend Sierra.
Yeah.
She was like, "Are you laying down? What's the deal?" And I'm like, "No, dude, this is my sickness. I am now a $2 hooker who chain smokes every day."
$2 hooker. I was talking to Mary who shampoos for us, and I'm like, Mary. Anyway, I was like this. I would go get like a hair clip, and I'd be like, Mary, I feel like shit. I need you to shampoo Simone. Hurry the fuck up because I feel like shit. And she was laughing, and I'm like, this is the only way to make me feel better while I'm at work.
Right.
Now hurry up.
Yeah.
You know what I got yesterday? I was so excited. My boss gave me a $350 gift certificate for Christmas.
Nice.
I know.
For where?
It's American Express. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a new faucet for my house because that's how much they are. They're so stupid expensive. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
So I was like, I think I'm going to get a new faucet for our house. We need it. It's jacked. It's rigged. You have to strategically lift it up. Otherwise it pops up.
Is this a kitchen faucet?
Yeah. And it broke. So like you literally have to be very careful, otherwise it'll fling off and you think you broke it, but you didn't. It's so funny. I'm like, oh my God, Stacey, seriously? What is your problem? Oh my God. All right. Well, I think that's my plan. And I just feel so much more relaxed. I hope that makes you feel relaxed. So just kind of think about what you want to talk to your class about, you know, and enjoy the motion of not giving a shit. Like I don't know, this sickness is the gift, I'm telling you, because it makes you sit still and it's making me think, stop trying.
Yeah.
I mean, stop trying. Those 2 posts that I did yesterday, I was dying and they got the most hype. I'm telling you that the universe is screaming that shit at me and I just don't listen.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to, this week, my focus is going to be not listening to the shoulds. I hate that word. It should be removed from the dictionary. Should. Yeah. And I'm just going to share my journey. Screw it. I'm going to see what happens because it's the only way for me to see if my business will grow. I mean, we have to keep trying these little things, and that's all it's about. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and from that Danielle Nazir girl on Etsy, you know what I'm talking about, the girl that I get all my stuff from? I bought her coaching sneak peek opportunity spiel thing or whatever. So I'm thinking that we have one for Team Rise and Shine, which I love. But I think I want to start doing 2 starting next year. So we can do ours privately too, and we can use that. We can create a Facebook group, like once a month, we'll pick the date or whatever, right? I already have all the layout, right? But then I'm going to need whoever wants to like be on this with me religiously once a month. We're going to go live on those pages together and just share our stuff. I think this will be super freaking cool, because then here we can do this. We can pick, this feels so good, by the way. Oh, we can pick a date. Okay. We can pick a date, the same date every month, right? So we all know Team Epic Journeys coaching sneak peek is blah, right? And then I'll have all the layout. So I'll do all the posting, right? You put your people in there, and then we just have to pick like two to three people each time to come in there and just share their story of how they got started. And that's it.
I'm down.
Okay. So then I want to keep it that basic and that real. And I think that's going to attract people.
And I think it would be easier for me to invite people to things.
Yeah.
Like it will, I mean, I would show up anyway, but it obviously would help me show up. But
yeah,
also I want to get more comfortable.
Yes.
It's
yes.
a goal of mine of like talking and like talking about this journey and what it's done for me. And I think that's just another tool that can help me.
Okay. So my God, that'll be our call for tomorrow night for Push to Emerald. You guys are going to get on tomorrow night and you're just going to share your story. That's it. You can practice on our team call tomorrow night. How about that? That's a good starting place. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's good, because then you can connect to your story.
Okay.
We'll just share our journey, and then you can get more comfortable because you're already live. You're already on the camera. You might as well practice with me, and then I can just listen.
Yeah.
Because you're already comfortable with me, so let's just keep, oh my God, see? There we go. Now we already have our call for tomorrow night. Yes. And I think we need to pick a day where we go and do the coaching opportunity. And it should be in my thing tomorrow, but I'm going to look at it, and then I'll create a Facebook page every month, and then we'll just put people into it, and we can invite. And as you invite, you can put them in there. That's what I'm going to do. But we have to figure out when we're going to do it. And I think we should do it towards the beginning of the month, not towards the end, because I think Team Rise and Shine, we do ours kind of towards the end. So we can flip it.
Yeah.
And we can do towards the beginning, because it's a new month. And then what happens is strategic thinking is that if we do it in the beginning of the month, that gives you a couple of weeks to talk with them and work with them, and then get them signed up hopefully before the end of the month.
I like that.
I do too. And that just came right now because we're sick and we're calm. See? I love it. Okay, let's take a picture. We can be the sick girls, and then I'm going to send it to you because okay. Oh, what should we do? I can't. We'll just go. Okay. Right. Oh, can you do your lip?
What?
Can you do this? Got you. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my God. I love it. Okay. I love you. Have a good rest of your day. And I would plan that out and go on Google Docs and just say, what's my focus for me? All for me. And then we share just that this week. And let's see how that goes. I think it's going to be more organic.
I like it.
Okay. I'm going to go be sick. I'm going to actually go get my nails done right now by myself. So, I know.
Hey, anything that makes you feel better.
That's right, baby. I love you.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.